G'day, Mr. Kane here, and we're going to look at some things about animal adaptations. Have a look at our friend the bat. We're going to watch him flap about for a moment. Keep him in your head when you're watching the rest of the video, and at the end we'll maybe know a bit more about what's going on. So, adaptations, different types of them. Okay, basically, if it helps you survive, it's an adaptation. Okay, so out there in the environment, doing what you've got to do, anything that helps you is an adaptation. So it also means we can adjust. You either have an adaptation or you can adapt to a change in the environment. You get used to it being colder in winter or warmer in summer. You can adapt to things. Your body will change to cope with living up in the mountains and having a lower air pressure and oxygen levels. Having lungs is an adaptation. Different types of them. So we've got things that are structures, something that you actually have. We've got arms and legs, they're structures, adaptations that help us survive. Behaviours. We do things, okay? We go places, we do whatever we need to do to survive in the environment we're in. And how we work on the inside. So we've got structures like lungs, but how they function, how they work inside us and get the oxygen from the air, that's physiological. So how it works. Let's have a look at some of these. So, for example, some structures. So, as a part of the body, inside or out. So, teeth, coverings, movement. So, teeth, definitely got those ticked big time here. How about other things? What have we got? So, we can blend into the environment, the outside of the animal. Helps it blend in against the background. Okay, it's camouflage. Very hard to spot for things that want to eat them, although I can't imagine anything wanting to eat a polar bear. It's pretty much the top of the food chain in the Arctic. But, as for the rabbit, it wants to be a bit harder to spot. Okay, well, I think that's actually a hare, looking at the black tips of the ears. Could be a hare, but a lot harder to see, because it's the thing that tends to be hunted rather than doing the hunting. This looked like something that's dangerous, so let's pretend to be something else. So there's the owl and there's the butterfly. Butterfly flashes those wings and the eyes pop up and something thinks, oh, I'm going to get gobbled, I'll fly away, and the butterfly gets left alone. There's one snake, there's another. One of them's poisonous, one of them isn't. Now we've got no snakes in New Zealand, and I actually don't know which one's the poisonous one there, and I'm not going to try and find out. So behaviours, things that you do. So let's have a look. There's a North American opossum, and it does a thing called playing dead to try and survive. We have possums here in New Zealand. They don't play dead. They do look a little bit startled in the headlights of a car and end up dead though. Perhaps that's not a good behaviour to do. So we can learn them, or they can be sort of built in, instinctive, sort of in your genetics in some way. So there's some Canadian geese with their goslings, and goslings imprint on their mothers and they stay close for the rest of the time while they're growing up. So migration, things moving from one place to another and then back again. Okay, so there's zebra, and I think there's wildebeest in there as well. They're migrating to one place to another to find a new food source perhaps. So yeah, better weather, better food, different safer place to live. Maybe they go someplace to raise their young. We've got birds that fly all sorts of places around the world to feed and come back to have their young here. Whales in the ocean swimming one place to get their young and then swimming somewhere else to feed. And salmon return to the river where they were born to lay their eggs. Okay, so migrating. Does expose you to a bit of danger on the journey, so that it must be worthwhile to them somehow for this to happen. So, things that your body does, allows you to do inside, how it works. So, Hibernation is a good one. So body temperature drops, things slow down, you conserve energy, going into deep sleep. So here's some examples. So bats, we've got some bats here in New Zealand, and they do hibernate through the winter. They park up in trees in a big sort of group together, and they stay asleep till warmer times come and more food comes out for them. Apparently that's a woodchuck. We haven't got those here in New Zealand. We have got imported hedgehogs that do curl up for the winter. I used to didn't think that they did that, but I was corrected. I learned that they do. They roll themselves up into a ball of leaves somewhere and wait till it's springtime and warmer. Definitely no bears here, but they do hibernate in a den for the winter and come out when the food source is there for them again in the springtime. So animal adaptations. There's our bat again. What adaptations can you see that it has? Structures, behaviours, and think about the physiology inside that's allowing it to do what it does. So thank you for watching, and I hope that was helpful.